What's up, everybody? Today we're playing MMORPG Tycoon 2. I actually downloaded this game a couple days ago, and I'm actually really enjoying it so far. It's really fun the way you actually build your world and how you actually have to manage things and actually get to interact. I grew up playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, and it's kind of like an extension of that, but in an MMORPG in a way. It's pretty fun. So when you make your game in the game, the MMO that you're going to be kind of controlling. You come up with a name. Um, the randomizer is not amazing, but it's not bad. It gets the point across, and then you kind of like choose your game logo. I like this one; kind of reminds me of Witcher, kind of. So I'm gonna go with that. And then you choose what type of game you're doing. So far, I've only done role playing. I'm not sure how much it changes up with the different ones, but I like role playing so far. So let's do that one again. Go role playing. I mean, it is MMORPG. It's in the title, so it feels accurate. And let's make combat a little bit better. These are kind of like just things that you set up your game with. A little bit to advertising. Um, let's do socializing a little bit more and a little more like that. All right. Let's happy with that. I don't need tutorials. I'm already kind of familiar with it, but the tutorials really do help the game in the start. So I would recommend tutorials. Create. And yeah, I really like it. You have a lot of different places in the world that you can actually create. It's kind of like think of like World of Warcraft, all the different zones. You have your own individual zones in the game, and then you kind of like dictate what level each one of them is going to be. Here's your map. Oh, this is actually a different map. This isn't the same map that I played when I was doing this game last time, so it must be a random generator. I didn't realize that. So this is pretty cool. Let's pause it though. That way we're not wasting any time because you do have people that are working on the game and you have to pay them every day. So let's just pause it. That way we can actually get our zone started. So for level one, there's nothing here. You can put trees if you want. I want somewhere kind of. What is this? Let's go here. This works. All right. So let's select this place. This is going to be our starting level 1 area. Now, first, like any good RPG, you need an inn and a tavern because that's basically how they all start. And you have a bunch of different styles you can kind of pick from, and you can tweak some of these kind of things later if you want. But the starting styles are not bad. So let's do it kind of in the center of the map. And I'm doing it in the center for a reason, which I'll explain in a little bit. But for now, let's kind of put this in the center. One thing that's another thing that's kind of cool is if you get like in the game, you can kind of actually get in it and see what it would look like for the people that are playing the game, which is kind of cool. All right, so here's the inn. Now we need a tavern because what RPG does not have a tavern? I don't think there is one. And let's put this right next door. All right, cool. There's our starting village. Let's do a road first. I do try to make things feel as if it would actually be like this in an actual game. Personally, I don't like having everything all right next to each other because it kind of just it doesn't feel real. It feels more like it's just for the benefit of the player. I like it being a little bit more realistic and kind of spreading things out just a little bit. So now let's do Blacksmith. I can do different ones if you want. I just like keeping them in style. So I'm going with all the coastal ones for now. So let's put this one right over here. And where are the other shops? Potion shop. Coastal potion shop. Let's put the potion shop. Where's the door? Actually, where is the door on this? Ah, here it is. Let's put this one here. And then there is also just a war shop. Where is the coastal war shop? Sorry, not war shop, just regular shop. My bad. All right, cool. So let's put this over here. It doesn't have to be touching the road. They will venture off the road to get to it, but it just looks a little bit better when it's touching the road. So now we need a respawn point. Again, you can pick whatever one you want. I'm just kind of sticking with the coastal stuff because I kind of like how it looks. I like everything kind of like feeling like it works together. And now we need a landmark. Now, normally, really the lighthouse would probably be the best. Actually, yeah, it doesn't have to be touching. Let's put the lighthouse over here. Maybe we can use this as a mission, like they'll have to come to this later on. The mission aspect of the game is actually really cool, how you have them start. upgrade the game. So starting point, release. So we need a starting point. This is where new players actually come into the game. And this one, there's no coastal one. So let's just do Overgrown starting point. Let's have this let's have this a little off from town just a little bit. Not too much though. Okay, so this is our general town so far, how it looks. So we're going to need some NPCs in the town. We're going to need a couple different things. First, we're going to need trainers. So these are the people like that the players will actually come to level up, get their own in-game progression. Let's spread out the trainers a little bit. Guards, so far personally, I haven't seen a need for guards. I haven't really seen them actually do anything. Maybe at some point later in the game they might, but so far what little I've seen, they haven't actually done anything. So these are quest givers. I'm going to place a quest giver in a moment. They kind of auto-generate quests that you can then tweak and change, but if you don't have anything in the world, it auto-generates just like fetch quests just from these buildings. It's kind of annoying. So let's put some enemies in the world first off. Let's put some crocodiles. And it automatically goes, this is a level 1 zone that I selected, so it automatically uses a level 1 enemy. Whatever zone you are in, it selects enemies of that level, which is kind of nice. So let's put some crocodiles over in this area. And let's put an elite crocodile. Actually, let's put a couple elite crocodiles, but we'll make one of them is like the guy that they have to come kill for a quest. Okay, so now let's put some spiders over in this area. And let's put an elite spider in here. Actually, let's put several elite spiders, and then we'll just select one of them as like the main guy that they have to go kill for quest. Now, lastly, let's put some kobolds over here, kind of coastal. I really like the way you kind of create your own world and craft your own world, and I'm doing a really quick kind of like introduction to it. You can actually get really detailed in what you are doing in this world. And I'll show some general ideas what I mean by detailed. It's actually pretty cool. I won't go into everything, but I'll give you some general ideas. So now these are terrain buildings or scenery buildings. These ones specifically you can actually use for quests. If you select the buildings in here, you can't use these for quests. These are kind of more just purely scenery. They don't have any physical value. They just are for scenery. But your players will comment on the scenery, so you still need to use them, but you just can't really use them for a quest per se. So let's put some of these in here, kind of like a little kobold camp. Now, right now, I'm kind of just dropping them everywhere just to make this place a little bit more visually appealing, but I am going to be selecting one of them for a quest. Now, we need to connect some of these places with roads. If roads go to a place, your players are actually more likely to do that quest as opposed to having to walk all the way across the grass. The roads really kind of like help get them to where they need to go. Actually, let's bring this road to this lighthouse, and then from here we'll venture off into this way. So if I don't have any roads, they'll still do the quests, but they're not as likely to walk across the grass really far to some of those quests. Now let's drop some trees in here. So I can change the terrain, but that really changes a lot of things. I want to just drop just some trees. Oh, didn't mean to zoom in there. I meant to scroll up here. Let's find some trees. Let's do some palm trees. Let's do some palm trees for the kobold area. Let's select a different palm tree style. I can place this, but it will delete something else that's really close to. So you do kind of want to be paying attention to where you are placing some of this stuff. Let's just place some more palm trees kind of along the coast. See, I could place it, but it might delete the road. Or actually, I think it will delete the road. Not might, I should say. There's some general styling. Let's bring some of these in just a little bit. Okay, so my general world is now built and complete, but we need to power the world. I don't really understand why they want us to power it. This is kind of like a Sim City type of thing. I don't really understand why this needs power to specific areas, because if it's a video game, you wouldn't really need power like that per se, but whatever. So you do have to power all the places that you have things. let's bring these over to here. So now we need to power this area as well. And then there's a couple different ways that you can go by powering it. I'm just doing some kind of like quick little things really quick. Okay, so now my world is powered. Let's actually get it starting. So you're gonna see these little hands that move across the world, and they're actually it's basically like a GM, like a developer. Here's a hand. There's a developer that's actually in the game, and he's going around turning these things on one by one. Over here in the reports, so here is my GM manager. He basically turns on things. You can hire more GM managers if you want. I only have one right now. That's more than enough when you start the game. Here are dev managers. Dev managers will actually will take care of bugs. So as people start playing the game, bugs will happen. Things will actually start going wrong in the game, and these guys fix these. If this number starts overloading too much, people get really mad, and they will actually unsubscribe, so they're not even playing anymore. So let's speed up the game a little bit. That way we actually get some people coming into the game. There, he just turned that on. So now people are actually going to start coming into my world and start playing the game that I have crafted and created a little bit. Like I said, I haven't played this too much, but I have played it for a couple hours off recording, off camera, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So Alad, he is our first player in the game. I just realized that I actually forgot to put quest givers, easy fix. So I don't know, it might, but I'm not too sure. I don't know if it matters who you select as your quest giver. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this warrior right here. So let's use him as one of the quest givers. I'm going to want 3 quest givers right now. So let's put one here, and let's put one over here for now. So the way making your own quest works is actually really simple. You select the quest giver. Here's his current quests. So here's the something that auto generates when you drop him into the world. So here's a fetch quest, which is right to the inn, and then here is let's go over here, and it's another fetch quest to this. I don't want to do either of these. I want him to do very specific quests. So let's add 3 quests. This one right here, we're actually going to... Oh, that's actually exactly what I wanted. Fight the kobolds. You can select how much XP a quest gives, how much gold it gives, how many monsters they have to do to finish the quest. This is a pretty generally good starting standpoint, but I do like playing with these as more players start playing the game. This one I want to be a little bit different though. So this one I want him, so the elite kobolds, I want him to actually go and fight one of those elite kobolds. So I basically just select the quest, select here, and now it automatically generates when you select elite enemy to fight that elite enemy. Now this one, I actually want him to do a fetch quest, but in here as well. So this building, he's now going to be basically doing kind of like a fetch quest for this building. Again, you can adjust all like kind of aspects of how much XP, how much gold, everything, how much that gives. I want to go back over to there. And there's a convenience rating. If you have one random quest that's way over here, and all they have to do is go over there and they get like 5 gold for it, and that's it, they're not likely to do it. This little convenience rating really depends on them doing it. The higher this is, the more likely they are to do it. So if you have several quests in an area together, they're more likely to actually want to do these quests. It's more intriguing for them. So for the elite kills, I actually like to bump up the rewards a little bit. So for this, let's make it 50, and for gold, let's make it 15. And then there we go. That is my quest for that guy right there. So this quest giver has 3 different quests over here. Now for this quest giver, I want him to do some quests up in here. So let's just delete both of these for now. I don't know if deleting it actually matters or not, but that's just kind of how I'm going. So now he is going to kill the spiders, and then this one, I want him to kill one of the elite spiders, put one of the elite spiders back in the back. So he has to actually like kind of work to get there. And now for our last quest giver, I want him to deal with these crocodiles over here. So he's going to kill crocodiles, and then this guy is going to kill this elite crocodile, and then I want to add one more quest. This one, I'm going to have them do a fetch quest for this lighthouse. Oh, I selected the wrong thing. It is important that you select the right buttons when you're doing it, so you got to edit quest and then select this change target. So now it's a little fetch quest for the lighthouse. So if you see, the convenience on these are all more than high enough that they should want to be doing them. If they're below 2, they're not very likely to do them, I've noticed. And then these ones are all above 2. They're actually pretty high, so they're pretty likely to do them. So now let's turn on the game. So now the game's actually moving and running. And I got some players. If you see, I got up here, I got 6 subscribers, 6 online users. Subscribers are the people that are paying money. Online users are how many people are currently playing the game physically at this moment. And there's some other things that you can adjust over in here. As you get more subscribers, you unlock more classes, more monsters, NPCs, so on and so on. XP and leveling. This is really how quickly your players are going to be leveling. I want them to level up a little bit slower. So if you see this over here, let's just change this. Let's put a random number really quick just to give you an idea of how it works. So this basically how much XP they're going to be getting, or how much XP they're going to need in order to level up. This over here is going to be how much stronger they get every time they do level up. So I want to bring this down a little bit. That way they're not getting super powered every time they level up. Let's make this let's just do 20 for now. Okay, so monsters are worth XP based upon their level. So basically, this is how much XP they're going to be getting every time they kill a monster. I can tweak this. I can change this on individual monsters if I want. So for instance, over here, here are the monster's stats. If I want to change this, I can actually change what abilities he has. If you just click on this, it auto fills the abilities basically for his monster class. But if you click on an ability, you can actually go in here and you can create your own ability however you want. It's really in depth. It can get a little overwhelming, but it is fun if you want to take it to that level. Or you can just click on it and it auto fills it. So once we're in a level 2 zone, he's now going to have level 2 abilities, level 3 abilities, so on and so on. Without doing that, he's going to have just the abilities that that base character has. His stats are going to go up, but it's going to stay the same abilities. So you want to do that to all the creatures, which do that right now before I forget. So now the kobold is going to have all these abilities as he levels up. Crocodile is going to have all these abilities as he levels up. This isn't really going to affect this level 1 zone too much, but once we get into level 2, level 3, upwards to level 20, that's really when this is going to take into effect. And then you can also change the model. You can actually like put a human head on the spider if you want. You can get really kind of like kooky with the builds that you make. NPCs, XP leveling, quest rewards. So this is basically how much they get for completing a quest, how many quests it needs for them to level up. So right now, if they do a fetch quest, they're going to need to do 10 fetch quests in order to level up. If they do hunt quest, kill quest, they're going to need to do 10. Let's bump this up to 15, make it a little bit more likely to do the hunt quests. And let's just leave this like that. Apply XP. All right, let's look at our world really quick and see how it is going. So we currently have 13 people playing. And it looks like they're going over to do this quest right now. Is anybody going over here to do this one? Nobody is doing this quest so far, it looks like. What about over here? So it doesn't look like anybody's doing this one. So right now, it kind of looks like everybody... Oh, here's somebody. This guy's actually going out here. It's kind of hard to get a feel when you only have a few players where they are actually going, but once you get a lot of people, you can kind of see them start traveling around a little bit. So let's decorate our town a little bit, make it a little bit more appealing for the people in here. Like I said earlier, these houses you can use for quests, but you can also use them for just decorations if you want. So let's just put this house, right here. Now let's go into here. There's some cool things in here as well. Where's some street signs? Let's use this street sign. So we'll put this as like an entrance into the town. Or sorry, not street sign, street light. I can't speak. Put this one over here. You see the dev hand coming in to like turn things on and off. Let's put one right there. Put one right there, and let's put this one like kind of like an exit of the town. And now there's some other houses in here as well that I think are kind of cool. This one just looks kind of cool. I just like the styling. Doesn't really match with the town too much, but I'm kind of just giving you a general idea of how things look in this game and how it kind of all works. Now, if you want, you can really specifically rotate it how you want, or you can just press Z and then it does like a 90-degree rotation. So let's just do this windmill going out this way. So we have some people coming to this quest giver here. Okay, so these people are actually doing a quest now. They're actually running out to do this. If you notice, they actually do follow the road. I've noticed road systems really do kind of help people be more inclined to do a quest that's along that road. If I put a quest that's way out here, some people might be doing it, but they're not as inclined to actually go out and do it. The real time is actually really, really slow. It is very much real time. So it can be kind of cool if you want to like kind of get down and watch people and how they are playing and how they are progressing. But unless you need to pause the game so you can take care of some issues or bugs or build stuff, I like going a little bit quicker just to kind of like progress things up a little bit more. Once we hit 100 subscribers, that kind of unlocks some more things. We can now get some more classes. Where is that? We'll unlock some more classes. Oh, so sorry, 2,000. We'll also unlock some more spiders. You unlock more things as you progress. Eventually, I forget what the number is, but eventually we're going to move on to a current or a newer update of the game that unlocks some more things. Eventually, you can unlock player parties, guilds, PvP combat. You can unlock a lot more features that make the game more appealing. You can also do, where is that? I think it's actually in here. Sorry, an overview. You can do advertisement, which is actually going to pretty self-explanatory, make some more advertisement for the game. Let's do website advertisement. Start campaign. Start campaign. So now this is going to make some more people more aware of this brand new MMORPG. So now we have a problem though. This is currently a level 1 zone. So what happens when these people hit level 2? Well, they got nowhere to go. So they're basically going to come back to the inn and log out or unsubscribe. If you see somebody unsubscribe, like a little bubble will actually pop up above their head where it says unsubscribe. That happens when people aren't enjoying the game. Some people aren't just aren't going to like it. Some people I kind of did everything I can do. There's nothing for me to do. So what we need to do to keep those people happy is give them a level 2 zone. So let's go, let's use this as a level 2 zone right here. So for the grid, we're going to unlock this zone. So this is now our area, but it is a level 1. So we're going to need to change this to level 2. Select that. So that is now a level 2 zone. So now everything we do in here is going to be level 2. But if there's another problem, they can't get through it. They're not going to go over this mountain. So we need to create a path. And then you can kind of choose where you want. It kind of auto defaults along that path. I don't have anything over here, so it won't let me do it. But let's put this right here. Connect these roads. That way people will have an easier time getting through it. Where is the end of that road? I did not select that road correct. For some reason, it is not letting me place roads, and I'm not really quite too sure why. I think there's some tutorials that I'm missing or something. I'm not quite sure why it keeps popping up with this thing right here. Okay, yes, I know. I'm trying to give you a level 2 zone. Come on. Go away. There we go. Okay, I did turn off tutorials. I do not know why these tutorials are coming on right now. It's a little annoying, especially considering I turned off tutorials, but whatever. All right, so now here's a road just kind of cruising through this level 2 zone. So same thing, we got to do the same thing to this zone. We got to give it the basic necessities. So let's do a different style. Let's do this area. Let's just do this style. Little basic. Let's give them an inn. So this is going to be where they come set their respawn place. Let's give let's do this. Actually, where's the door? Oh, yep, door's right there. We're good. I notice if the door is facing the completely wrong direction, they do have to walk around to get to it, and you can kind of tell that they're not super happy about that. It's not the worst thing in the world, but they respond differently when the door is touching the road, which kind of makes sense. You wanna make this easier for the players. You don't want things to be obscene. So we got to fill this up with. So we did blacksmith. Now we got to do potion shop. Where is that one potion shop? Here we go. Where's the door? The door is right there. Actually, let's leave the game playing. That way people are walking over here while we are doing all this for them, while we're setting up their next zone. And it will take them longer to get through zone 2 than it takes them to get through zone 1. Every zone basically it works with their level. So the more levels they get, the longer it takes them to get to the next level, and that zone kind of stays with it. The game that I was playing before I actually started recording this for the stream, I got up to I think zone level 6, and it got to the point where people were actually having a really long time getting from zone 1 all the way to zone 6. From 1 to 2, they actually do it pretty quick, but from 2 to 3, it's almost like double the amount of time that it takes them to get to the next zone, and then it's almost double the amount of time it takes them to get to the next zone from there. It really does take a lot longer each individual zone. You have to get zone 2 up and running pretty quick, but the further zones after that, they take quite a bit longer. All right, let's put some bears over here. Another thing, if you put quests really far away, however you raise the rewards for them, that does make them more enticed to actually do it. It doesn't drastically increase the likelihood of them wanting to do it, but it does help some. So we need to power this area though. Same thing as before, you have to power every individual area that you go. So let's take this up over here and like that. Now I want to put a quest over here as well, so let's just automatically draw this down here and fill up this area. There, we're good. NPCs, what should we do? Right now we're kind of limited on how many enemies we have, but we do unlock more as we go. Let's do kobolds though. And I kind of want to make like a little kobold town down here, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a moment. So this is the kobold area. Let's do a couple elite kobolds. Doesn't cost you anything when you're placing enemies, so you can kind of go and just drop them however you feel like. So by Kobold Town, let's do this, and you can add to these houses if you'd like. You don't need to, but it is something capable of doing. And let's do a pathway as well, something that makes sense. Let's draw this out. Let's draw this out to here. This is not the cleanest road system, but you get the point of what I'm doing. Now let's bring this one up into, let's bring this one actually out here and then out like this. And now we need quest givers because they have this town, they have everything they need except nothing to do in this place. So let's do a different quest giver. Let's do some wizards now, and let's do a warrior, and let's do a guard. So now these are my quest givers. So for this one right here, actually I don't need to pause it. Let's do waste the bears. All right, so he's going to the bears, but he's closer this way, so let's change this. That kind of affects the likelihood of them doing it, how close the quest giver is to the actual area as well. So let's have him kill this one. And now let's have this one be kill an elite. And now let's do one more of kill elite. So kind of like multiple quests of the same purpose. So their convenience is pretty high, so I'm good with that one. This one is really low. Sometimes this changes throughout the progression of the game, so let's just leave that one for now and kind of see how it goes, because here's some other ones that are already in this area that are pretty good, so I think we should be good with that. Now let's take this quest giver, and oh, up here you see bug reports. Bug reports are starting to stack up, so we do need to get some more dev managers, so let's get 3 dev managers now, so they will actually start taking care of the bugs and fixing things as the game goes. See, now those are down to 0. If you get too many bugs, people will get mad and they will actually stop playing the game and start unsubscribing, and then your game's going to be a failure. You definitely don't want that, right? So now let's select this guy, quest, and we're going to have him do these bear quests up here. So kill these bears. Kill that specific bear, and then I think that's good for that. And then I think I want to do one more quest over here, but for this one we're going to do something a little different. Let's do scenery. Let's grab a house of some sort. Let's grab like this kind of like little this castle type thing. This castle house. Not quite a full castle, but it's kind of like a castle house. Let's grab that. Let's make a road system. And let's bring this road system to here. Now, NPCs, let's put some... Actually, do I have access to higher level NPCs yet? I don't think so. I don't. Nope. I shouldn't say NPCs, I should say monsters. Let's put high level kobolds all over this place. Don't want to make it overwhelming, but let's put some high level ones there. And now we need to power this area, this section of the grid. Okay, and now this NPC quest giver, where is he? This guy. We're going to have him do a couple different quests up here. We're going to first have him do something with his house. And then we're going to have him kill this NPC. And we're going to add one more where he's going to kill one more NPC. So now we have 3 different questing zones. As I was playing my other game, I kept tweaking previous zones, so I didn't build a zone and then leave it. I would build a zone to get it up and running, build the next zone, get that up and running, and then kind of tweak these two as I see fit. Right now, it kind of seems like they are questing on all 3 quest zones. So we're doing this quest, we're doing this quest zone, and then I also have one along the way where they go to here. It kind of looks like this one's actually working pretty well so far, so I don't really have to do too much tweaking. Throughout the progression of the game, I would come back here and add things, change things, but that's pretty good for now. Another thing that I thought is kind of cool, where is... I forget where it is now, though. Reports. Of course, now I cannot find it. You can actually check to see if people are cheating in the game. I might not have unlocked that yet. I might have to get to 100 subscribers, which we're almost there. It's like a little magnifying glass, and it goes over them, and it sees if they're cheating. And if they are cheating, you can actually give them a warning, or you can just ban them outright. I thought that was kind of interesting, and it tells you what they are doing by cheating. It tells you that they are running scripts to sell items even when they're online, or if they are moving twice the speed as what they should be doing. Kind of tells you what they're doing. All right, so we now reached 100 subscribers, so things have changed. Things have unlocked. So if we go over into here, actually, well, maybe it wasn't 100 subscribers. Maybe it was more. I could be completely wrong and doing a terrible job of explaining what is happening in the game. Yeah, actually, I think I am totally wrong. I think it's 200 subscribers. I apologize for that. You get the general idea of how it works, though. I'm actually really, really liking this game. The further you get, you do unlock a lot more features. There are a lot more things that you actually get in the progression of the game. You can create your own player classes from scratch. And did I put... Yeah, there's trainers. Okay. You can create your own player classes from scratch, and you can create what kind of spells and abilities, how much mana they cost, how much damage they do, if it is instant or if it's a timed attack. And I noticed that once you unlock player parties and you actually see people running in a party, you don't see 5 warriors in a party. You do see a warrior, a mage, a priest, a ranger. You see a little bit of everybody, so it is almost like an actual MMORPG in the aspect of how people interact with each other. And then you'll actually get like this little group of people actually just hanging out here. You will get socializing involved, and you can eventually unlock player trading and PvP combat. Everybody interacts in this game as if it's an actual MMORPG, which is pretty cool. Let's see how Cellcat is doing in this. He's doing pretty good. He's just killing the crocodiles. Like, oh, never mind. I take that back. He died. He was doing pretty good, but then he died. If you want to see a specific character and like kind of just about them, here's their general information. So here's Zard, or I'm gonna say that's pronounced correct, but I could be wrong. Here's his general history, here's the player stats, happiness, addiction, so on and so on. This is basically like the actual person playing the game, how he's interacting with everybody, what he thinks of it. I'm not too sure as far as what things like this mean yet. I've seen a lot of people have no webcam. Not too sure what that means, but I have noticed that eventually, once your game starts growing and you get more people into it, you will get notified when like a famous Twitch streamer comes in and is actually playing your game. You can actually kind of monitor them, and then you can act like an overload GM and affect how their experience is. So, for instance, this guy right here, I can kind of come up to this guy and just kill this guy. So, if that Twitch streamer is getting overwhelmed with NPCs, you can kind of help them out, or you can make it really challenging for them. I'm not going to mess with this guy, but to give you an idea, like I can kind of bump up his level right now. He's level 1, so I can't bump him down a level, but I could bump him down a level if I wanted to. Or the people that he's fighting, I can heal the people that he is fighting, so I can give him a really hard time. It's just kind of cool little things like that that you unlock throughout the progression of the game that affect what you can do. I'm actually really enjoying this game. I played this game, like I said, for 4 or 5 hours the other day just by myself, and I really liked it. Let's go over here into features. So here is enable parties. You have to unlock this, which you get from future progressions. PvP duels, same thing. You have to unlock it. I haven't done any of those yet. I haven't unlocked any of those yet in this playthrough that I'm showing you right now. But they are things that you can do. And then once you do move on to the next update, there's actually a little update right here, or upgrade, I forget, update or upgrade. And that unlocks more features that you can pick from, such as PvP parties, PvP dueling, um, guilds. What else is there? I think there's item trading, if I remember correctly. There's actually a lot of really cool features. So this town is looking kind of barren, though. So let's do something with this town. Let's make it look a little bit more lively, I guess. Let's put this house right here. Let's put this house here. Let's do another road. Let's bring this road out like this, and bring this road out like this, and let's do a road going here. Make it feel like a little bit more town. So right now I only have 3 classes, so I only have 3 class trainers. As you progress and you unlock more class trainers, you have to add those class trainers in this zone, in this zone. So you actually have to go back and add things in the zones as you go. So it's not kind of like once you build a zone, you're done. Like I said, you do actually go back and tweak zones a little bit more and do more things to them. Let's put some lights in here, and your players respond to the scenery as well. If you look at like the information about the player, they will say like, I don't like the terrain, or I do like the terrain, or I like the scenery, I like the environment. They comment on all the different things that you see, and that information is actually pretty crucial as to if people are going to be coming back into the game, people are going to subscribing. Um, you will watch sometimes, like right now, I think that just dropped down one. It went from 88 to 87, then back up to 88. You will see people unsubscribing if they're not happy with the game. So you want to make them happy with the game, and make it so they want to keep playing. Let's put a water fountain right here. And actually, wait, no, let's go back over here. There's some other houses in here, right? Yeah, let's grab this. So I'm just kind of making this artificial town right now. Most of this that I'm placing right now is artificial, doesn't have any value, makes the game look better, but as we progress more, there will be other things here that will actually require them to walk down these paths and then walk past these things, so it kind of makes them interact with the world a little bit more. So if we go to reports, you're going to see here, get 100 players to level 2. This is kind of like your current goal. I don't have any players on level 3 yet, but I got some at level 2. So I probably should start making a level 3 zone soon. So let's make this a level 3 zone over here. That is grid. Couldn't remember which one it was. And we need to select this to be a level 3. So now we got a level 3. And we need to make it so they can actually walk through this zone. Let's go here. And then let's just go to this side of town. See, now already, this is a very small example, but now already, once they level up, this is automatically going to draw them down this path. Plus, eventually, we're going to have other quest givers and other class trainers here, so they will be coming along that path sooner or later. So let's bring out to here, here, and then let's bring this up here. So I think right here is going to be where the town is. Let's build And let's do coastal again. Even though I already actually no, let's do civilized. I already did coastal. Even though this is on a coast, you can use whatever ones you want. I could do one from every different style if I wanted to, but I do like having them kind of like fit a theme, fit something that actually looks good and cohesive together. It feels a little bit better to me. I don't know if that has any impact as far as like how the players actually respond, but if I was a player in this world, I would like the buildings kind of matching like a town vibe a little bit better, personally. Civilized potion. Actually, let's bring a path coming up um, here. Now let's bring another path coming up here. Connect these two. And let's bring a road coming down here. I do like I said, I do like spacing them out, making it a little bit more kind of realistic how it would actually be if this was an actual town. There's not going to be everything all along one path, and then you just hit one, walk down the path a little bit more, hit another, walk down the path a little bit more, hit the next. You're going to actually have everything kind of spaced out a little bit. And then let's put the shop. Let's put the shop right here. And now we're going to need I'm not putting another starting zone because this is where people actually spawn into the game. People aren't going to want to spawn into a level 3 zone and then have to walk all the way back over to here. But if I create another level 1 zone, so if, for instance, if I go and over here and I create another level 1 zone, which has its benefits, which I'll get to in a moment, I would put another starting point there. That way, this is a level 1 starting point, that's a level 1 starting point. So that's where they actually log into the game for the very first time they play. The reason why you would want multiple starting zones, which I can maybe give you an example right now. If you notice, this place is getting kind of crowded now, and we're still young. We only have 200 subscribers, only 160 people currently in game. Once you get even more, this place gets really, really crowded, and they start running out of monsters to kill. The elites, they start running out of elites to kill, and they have to wait to spawn, and they don't like the waiting aspect. So you're going to want multiple starting points. That way, some people will start here, some people will start there. Then you have another one over here. Some people will start there. It spaces them out a little bit more. It just keeps them happier and keeps it so they're not sitting and just waiting for the enemies they need to kill to spawn. So you will want multiple starting points, which is kind of nice. Let's put the clock tower right here. Let's power this up. That way these things will stop flashing. They're driving me crazy flashing like that. So let's put this here and let's power everything up. Let's go up into here. That whole zone is all powered up now. Sweet. We actually have to have the GM come over and turn on all these things, which I think he might have already done. Buildings. All right, so I got all my buildings that I need now. So let's do, before I forget, I always do the class trainers first. That way when they level up, they don't have to go back to a previous town. And, all right, cool. I got my class trainers in. Like I said before, I don't know if guards actually have any effect on the game. Not that I've seen so far. They might at some point. I can't remember if when you upgrade, if raids become a thing. I don't remember. That's the only aspect where I could think guards might change at higher levels of the game, because right now I haven't really seen them be doing too much. But we'll see as we progress. So I still don't have any new things that I can unlock yet. At 2,000 subscribers, I get a new class, which I'm already at 400, so I'm getting there. Monsters, I need 1,000 subscribers in order to unlock a new monster. If I want, I can kind of change the current ones. I don't really like doing that too much. I like kind of like leaving them how they are and then just creating new ones from there. But with that being said, I need a monster in this area. This whole zone has no monsters so far. So let's do... How can I do something different from what I did previously? So in this zone, we got a little kobold village, we got some crocodiles, and we got some spiders. How about... Okay, so we're going to have these guys. We're going to have kobolds all along this road over here. So the players are going to have to walk through these kobolds to get to... Let's make a little outpost, a little town over here. I'm going to show you something that I learned how to start doing, where you do a progressive chain of quests. So first, they're going to have to walk through all these kobolds to get to... Let's make a little outpost over here. So In here, we're going to give them... Where are the barricades? We're going to give some barricades all along the edge of this kobold grouping. I don't want to call them an army because I don't think of kobolds as an army, but you get my point. So let's go now like this, and let's go like this. So here's like kind of the barricades. Now let's give them some watchtowers. Just for decorations, let's put some catapults. Now the sizing isn't great, as you can tell. Like, I mean, here it doesn't look so bad, but once you kind of like zoom up, like the catapults are like twice the size of the watchtowers, it looks like. So, I mean, it's not great as far as the sizing goes, but it's not the worst thing. And then we're going to need some sort of building as well to send them to, because you can't send them to these ones, but we can send a quest to a building like this. Now in here, we're going to get some guards. Let's get some guards, and we're going to put guards here, here, and we're going to put one here. Quest giver. Let's get a guard quest giver. We're going to put a guard quest giver right here. And I think that's kind of it for the town at the moment. Let's connect this road a little bit better, though. Okay, so that's going to be a destination for a quest, but there's no quest for that destination yet. So now let's get a quest giver over here. Let's get a guard. I don't have many options at the moment. Let's get a guard quest giver, and let's build a quest for them to actually go up into here. So first, we're going to send him. Actually, let's send him to this guard. So now there's a quest bringing him here. Now let's have another quest that brings him to here. So now we have two reasons for bringing him over to this area. Before I continue this progression right here, though, I did unlock the next upgrade, so I want to show you. This one, you get different upgrades. This one, the first one, you can kind of just do this. It's not as impactful, but it is still good to have. So advertising, fluff, hugs, bling, gives. Let's do more advertising. Let's get more people into our game. Now, the next time I get an upgrade, it's going to actually be where you can select like a new thing, such as PvP or guilds or trading or things like that. So now this quest is actually going to bring him into here to start killing the kobolds, and then let's put some elite kobolds in here as well. So they're going to actually need to fight an elite kobold. I do like to spam elites. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. More I play it, maybe I might learn, but for now, that's how I'm doing it. So now we're going to kill that elite kobold. So first, they're going to level up from level 2 to level 3, come along in the path, come into the level 3 zone. They're going to hit the inn, make this their new save area. They're going to get the first quest they see, which is going to be from this guy, and that's going to send them up into here to reach to him. Now that they're already here, they're going to get the next available quest, which is going to be from this guy. And this guy is going to say, hey, I need you to go kill all these people down here. So it's kind of like a little progression. You can kind of like force your players into a path, mildly into a path of what you want them to do. So let's see, do we have any level 3s yet? We do not have any level 3s yet. We should be having a level 3 soon, but not quite yet. Now, if you look over here, it's pretty chaotic. We're getting a lot of level 1s. It's starting to get to the point now where maybe a secondary level 1 zone would be useful. I'm not going to make one at the moment, but I would put one kind of far away. If I understand correctly, I haven't reached level 20 yet, but I think level 20 is the cap, if I understand correctly, and you have more than 20 places. So it's not a bad thing to have 2, 3, or maybe even 4 level 1 zones. And then eventually you are only going to have like 2 or maybe 1 level 20 zone. But you have multiple starting zones. That way this kind of congestion doesn't build up so much. This isn't terrible. But I mean, we have currently 180 online users, and I'd say at least 120 of them are probably in this level 1 area, and then the other 40 to 60 are going to be over in this area, which actually I think that's generous. I think there's less over here, so I think more than 120 are in that level 1. You get the point. You will want multiple starting areas. Some people will play level 1 and then unsubscribe, like that how you see. This dude, he didn't really enjoy the game. So he played a little bit and then he ditched. I'm not coming back. So you don't have to worry about every single level 1 kind of continuing, and once you get a level 1, he's there forever. It is going to kind of like come and go, but a lot of them kind of do progress along the game path. Now if you want, you can actually go into here and you can kind of see over time. Right now we only have level 1, level 2, so this isn't too useful. But once you get a lot of levels, like I said, I started getting up to level 6, level 7 on my other playthrough. You will see where people are. You will see there is a huge drop off from level 1 to level 2. That means you need to make level 2 a little bit more enticing. You need to make people more happy with the game. You want to see the numbers kind of keep growing, start going up. Same thing with subscribers. You want to see this kind of growing and not so many people unsubscribing. Um, but yeah, that's the general gist of this game. I made this video much longer than I plan on making these videos, but I kind of had a general idea how I wanted to make this video specifically, so it took a little bit longer than I thought. Streamer has connected. Here we go. So let's go to the streamer. This is kind of what I was mentioning earlier about, like, you will get famous YouTubers or oh, he died. Let's slow it down a little bit. You'll get famous YouTubers or Twitch streamers. It doesn't say Twitch, but you get the point. They'll actually come in and they will play your game, and you can take advantage of this aspect right here. Oh, I just moved him by accident. That was my bad. You can take advantage of this aspect and really use this as like an advertising launch point. So once he gets over to here, I'm not going to mess with him, but once he gets over here, you can kind of affect his gameplay. You can level up the people that he is fighting to make it more challenging, or you can kill them once he gets close to killing them, so it kind of looks like he's like some kind of like god player and a little bit more inviting in a way, I guess. You can kind of take advantage of this however you want. But yeah, this is MMORPG TYCOON 2. Like I said, probably 100 times already in this video, I'm really liking this game. I see myself spending much more time in it. This is just a broad kind of overview of how the game works and how you get started into it. But if you like this, I'm probably going to continue this world and then take it on into higher levels and continue the process showing you how this game works. So if you like this, come on back. I got more coming, and I got some other RPGs that I'm going to be making more videos for soon. So if you like it, come on back. Peace out.